Hey people, today we're actually going on a ride. We're up at Lake Minnewawa and we're gonna go right over to the show on Horseshoe Lake. So with us today, we got a whole crew. And this is Duct Tape Mike, if you remember him from Todd's channel. We got Water Pump Tim over there, and we got the rest of the crew. We'll introduce you to these guys later. But we're riding with a big pack of sleds. Oh yeah, Greg's got his 5500 out for its maiden voyage. We didn't even test her on the yard. I got to put on my racing bib, because racing bib. So we'll be riding soon. We'll bring you back. Check your spark plugs?
I've replaced them.
Well, should we check them again? We know the carbs are right. Oh, we never looked at the needles, Greg. We never checked where the needles were set on those carbs.
No.
Hey, I'm out here on Horseshoe Lake with Ben. Ben watches the channel, and
gave me the inspiration to clone, what was it, Lonnie's sled?
Lonnie's, yeah, which we haven't even ran yet because Lonnie's getting new knees this winter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we've done those mods before. There you go, folks. All right, Ben, tell me the story of your sled. I know there's a big story. Your wife says there's moss all over it.
Yeah, there's moss growing out of the seat back there. The moss was with me when I won the 3rd place in Southern Idaho grass drags. What year was that? Any idea? I can't remember what year that was.
13 maybe.
But it had the Indy XLT motor that's in her Indy 500 now.
Oh, that's an XLT. We're gonna have to pop the hood on that. That's a little sleeper too.
So I had an extra 500, and then I watched Nutter's channel and went, oh, well, that's what you do with a 500.
Yeah.
So last night at 10 o'clock, we were welding up the pipe and sticking it in there so it would work.
No kidding. Those welds do look pretty fresh, don't they?
Not even painted. It was too cold to paint.
Nice.
So, yeah, crammed it together. Wasn't sure if we were going to make it. And lo and behold, the Skidoo was the one that went down first. So I feel
Greg,
good.
Greg Skidoo, yeah. Greg is limping. We'll talk about that later. How about this? This is a little bit of a sleeper of an Indy 500, isn't it?
So this motor used to be in the TX when I took 3rd place in the Southern Idaho grass drags.
Oh, no kidding.
So I had to cut the pipe. The other pipe's still at home, but I just cut with a Sawzall and cut little fins in it, brought it together so it would fit underneath the hood.
Sure.
Had the factory airbox, had it in the TXL XLT.
Yeah.
I'm actually dyslexic, like certified, went to a special school when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I go to the grass drags and we have to go through tech inspection. So the tech inspectors come along and they're like, okay, let's see what you got. Your 600 stock class? I'm like, yep, 600 stock. They're like, open the hood on the TX. So I open the hood and he looks at it and he goes, well, that's a 600 and that's a stock pipe and a stock airbox, but that didn't come in that sled. And I went, you know what, man? I'm dyslexic. It has XLT, TXL. I thought it went together. And the guy kind of looked at me funny, wrote on the sheet of paper and said, here, have fun. And all of the runs that I made, the skis were off the ground.
Oh, did she dangle, eh? You gotta say it like Pete. Did she dangle?
500 feet of the track. First sled I beat was an F6, and it would just beat a bunch of them up until the guys that were racing had the nitrous hidden inside the tank. They worked at the Polaris dealer where I was getting the belt the day before and he came out with the seat and had the nitrous bottle inside the seat. So best cheaters win, and I didn't have NOS.
Well, there you go. Hey, that's all right. It's nice and clean. Of course, it should bolt right into there.
Yeah, I changed the steering shaft, and that was about the only thing I needed to do other than the motor mounts.
And this one, we'll be sure to get some footage Ben going by skis up dangling. We'll get some of that, but I see part of the reason why that spring looks awful almond colored.
Yeah, she takes off really well.
She gets out of the hole. I love those springs. Yeah, that's part of the whole deal.
All right.
Cool. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you.
So we're out here on Horseshoe, and this young gentleman here is hanging with all these 390 sleds you see with this Galaxy. He says he's hanging with them. Are you guys disputing that?
Nope.
He's hanging with them on the Galaxy.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
Yep.
Awesome, man.
So I was like, well, we got these ones. Well, made some brackets, welded them on there.
This is perfect. These guys adapted, they made brackets to adapt the IFS skis onto the Leafer because they couldn't find Leaf skis. You guys are awesome.
Yep.
Now look at this coming across the lake. There we go. I'll have to zoom in on that. 77 TX. But look at what else is coming across the lake. Look at this old Colt. This thing is 100% awesome. What a fun little sled. He's got the whole get up on. Oh, it's a Mustang, not a Colt. So cool. All right, I'm gonna walk down the row of sleds. Everybody's kind of standing around. Oh, this first one, it's blurred out as a professional courtesy. We've already talked to our fellow YouTuber this morning, but this here is Trenton's Forest Lake Motorsports sled. I'm sure you guys all know that. Greg's Porsche 6 Skidoo. Water Pump Tim here, he's riding his daughter's sled today. She's pretty peppy though. And we did a little interview on these two. These are awesome. Of course, Walnuts is hidden back there. Scott Hazelton, that I've known for about 50 years, is on this XL3. And I think this one's with them. And we got the Crazy Mountain sled. We got this beautiful classic. Oh, I love these. That's a great edge. We got a Gen 2 XC700 here. Now, you're wondering how to tell a Gen 2 from an edge. Well, you got to kind of look at the hoods. The hoods are different. And then if you look at the back of the tunnel, you know, the edges tend to be kicked up where the Gen 2s are not. And then, of course, Duct Tape Mike, he's out there on the lake. Mike's got this ultra long track. And I don't know these guys, but I dig this Bravo. These are always really cool, nice, light, really good little sleds. All right, guys, you just saw them pull up on the lake, these two sleds. Sir, what's your name?
Tim Turner.
Tim, I love your sled. What year Mustang is this?
It's a 67.
67.
With a 13 horse hearth.
13 hearth? No kidding.
Town and country exhaust, so if you pull it, it's got a flapper that shuts the exhaust to make it quiet for in town. Or when you want the performance out on the lake, you flip her the other way.
And do you really feel it in the seat of the pants?
Oh, terribly.
Yeah? Well, let's show them your other feature you showed me, and then maybe the town and country, we can flip it a few times. You see that big battery there, folks?
Turn the key. It takes a regular old car battery.
Hell yeah! That's the quiet there?
That's the quiet there.
Oh yeah, I can hear that for sure. So Tim, is this the all original barn find? It appears to be. Oh, nice toolbox.
So you can carry a couple bottles and everything.
She's full of vintage tools even. Look at folks.
Full of vintage tools.
You're not vintage unless you use vintage tools on your vintage sled, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool, Tim. Look at this. It's a center drive track with cleats.
Yep.
What is that, 17?
18 inch.
18-inch track. Wow. Tim, I love your sled. This thing is just awesome. Just awesome. Where'd you find it?
I actually found it online, and I originally bought it because I have a 67 Voyager that I wanted the 13 horse hearth for, and I just decided it was too good to just junk it, so.
Oh, geez. I agree. I'm glad you didn't junk it, Tim. And I love your get up. Thanks for wearing that. And thanks for showing us your sled today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So we're just here on the lake. We're not even at the show. But check out this group of scorpions that showed up there, the Iron Hub Bog Busters. I sold a scorpion to one of them, a guy named Harlan, many, many years ago, who's apparently not here today. But check out Purple Stingerette. We got a 440 Stinger. You got an old, looks like a Mark II there. There's their club sticker. Really cool bunch of sleds. Nice bunch of people from Aiken. So check out that crazy paint job. Wow. Another 440 RV. Super Stinger 440. We got another 71 here. Metal Flake hood. Another Metal Flake Stingerette. Another Super Stinger 440. And he had another Stingerette. And a 69 Colt at the end of the line. Oh yeah, and we got a 340 Enticer over here. And a 600 RMK like Donnie's. And a Phaser. Holy cow, the line of sleds grew as I was walking down it. Pretty cool. We got some good action on the lake today. More and more. Look at all these sleds coming in. That's awesome. I see like a 71 TX over there. We got more leaf spring Yamahas. That's a moto ski, I think, coming in. We'll do some more walking around, but this is the lake. This isn't even the show. This is the parking lot. I bet we got more action than at ERX today. All right, people, you asked for it. Here I am on a lake with Todd Clyne, and we have snowmobiles.
I think this is the first time.
It is. We've never been trail riding before. I've been out with Water Pump Tim, and I think even Duct Tape Mike, but not Todd or Trent.
I don't know how it's gone so many years without us actually hooking up together in the wintertime on snow with snowmobiles.
Well, we were back.
We're always going opposite directions too. So
back in the Jeep day, we were in the same time, same place 25 years ago.
Yep.
But anyways, you guys really want to see this, but here's your disappointment of the day. As a professional courtesy, you're going to see a big blur dot over the turbo sled today, and you're going to have to go to Todd's channel to see that. I'm not stealing his content. I respect the work and the time he put in on that.
Yeah. We've both been going through some content theft, and it hurts a little bit. So we
did, but we understand that TikToker that stole our stuff got shut down. So we're celebrating that today.
So long.
Not just TikTok got shut down, but that guy got shut down.
That guy got shut down from stealing our work. That hurts. So
it does. All right, folks. So don't forget, if after you're watching this video, if you're not watching Todd's, you better get over there, check out his channel. You're going to want to see that turbo sled.
We're doing some riding today.
There you go.
On it. So.
Well, don't know what to tell you.
He doesn't know what to tell me, folks. I just got introduced
Just
to
got
Jeff.
put together piece by piece over the years.
Really?
And it was what was it? 03 Yamaha.
Okay.
RX1
An RX1.
to begin with, but I got it. It was like totaled out, so sat around for a couple of years. I figured, well, I'll make something out of it. And
It's pretty crazy. So
a buddy of mine had a rat rod, so I said, well, let's make one with a snowmobile. Give that a whirl.
It is. Is it like a stock Yamaha RX1 underneath?
Yeah, RX1.
Okay. And you just kind of did it as a moving metal sculpture then?
Pretty much.
Yeah?
I wasn't really planning on riding it, but kind of turned out to be kind of fun.
I love it. Look at his helmet, folks. Is that chunk from the Goonies on your helmet? Or?
I don't know where that came from. You get a lot of compliments on that when you pass people.
Yeah, look at the big paddle track he's got. How long did it take you to make this, Jeff?
Oh, a couple of years.
Couple years
Well,
of
not
work?
steady, I do work on it a little bit in the winter, sometimes in the summer.
Did you?
But it was a short track, and then I had to put that longer track on it because I was getting stuck all the time because it's so damn heavy.
No kidding.
That works pretty good.
It looks like a steel tunnel. Is it really a steel tunnel?
It's a steel tunnel that I put over top of the aluminum.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I got a little radiator back here out of a 49 Ford.
Oh, jeez.
So when it gets hot, and this is an old wash tub I found alongside the road.
No kidding.
Everything I just found. That's out of an old, like a 50 Ford heater with the core up front.
Really? Oh, the heater right here.
Yeah.
All right, we're up here at the show, and there's way more sleds on the lake than at the show. But we'll give you a little quick walkthrough just so you can see it. So 400 Raider, pretty cool. This looks like a one-lung racer. Let's have a walk around and see. What does it look like in there? It looks like a 292 Cowie motor with a Tillotson. So for sure, one-lung racer. We got a 399 Cheetah here, pretty cool. Another Cheetah, a little newer. 432 Charger, cool. El Tigre 6000, so that'd be a liquid. It's a real early Johnson there. Real cool. We got, looks like maybe a Puma. It doesn't say what it is, but it looks like probably a Puma pulling a cat cutter. Cool. All right, my friend Scott has put his Yamaha XL3 up here in the show. It is a clean sled. Wildcat here says electronic fuel injection. Those Wildcats are fast. Here's another one, 650, really cool. And another one. The Wildcats are out in force today. Those were fast sleds in their day. A couple more cats. Got this Puma. It's got the cool period correct decal on it, 440 Puma, and a little 400 El Tigre. And well, that's it for the show. All the people I've interviewed so far, well, they've all been down on the lake. New arrival to the show area. Look at the pinstriping on this SRX.
How's it going, Otter?
That's super cool.
That's my
cool.
grandson.
That's your grandsons?
Yeah, right here, Parker McDonald.
Parker, you want to talk about it, Parker?
I'll talk about it.
All right, I'm here with Parker McDonald.
Hello, this is a 1979 Yamaha Exciter. SRX hood on it. Not really an SRX.
Oh, it's a fake SRX.
Yeah, found the pinstripe hood. It looked good, so we put it on there. Just had to cut off some stuff.
Yeah, the hood is beautiful. Do you have any idea where it came from or who did it?
My grandpa had it in his garage, hung it up on his wall. Really nice showpiece.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. How far did you ride it to get here today, Parker?
We came all the way up from Duluth, Minnesota.
But you didn't ride the sled from Duluth.
Oh, no.
How far did you ride the sled?
Oh, down from the Tamarack bar. And
Oh, you came all the way up Tamarack through the swamps?
yeah.
How are the swamps today?
Oh, really rough trails out right now.
That's what I was thinking.
We're just grass mobiling right now.
Grass
Not really
mobiling
doing
in the
much.
swamps. There you go. But hey, before you guys get all mad, don't do that. You're wrecking it for everybody. The local clubs have asked people to get out and pack down the swamps. And it is fully sanctioned and it is okay. So don't jump on Parker about that. So, all right, Parker, thanks for showing me your sled.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, guys, I'm here with my friend Rob. And Rob's got these two sleds. Rob was also at the Hair of the Dog show. What sleds did you have at Hair of the Dog, Rob?
Oh, I had a 72 Cheetah and a 72 Columbia Trackmaster down there at the Hair of the Dog.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And you can see him on the video. Go back and check that out. I did not find him to interview him there, but today he's got a couple more cheetahs. Or is one of these the same cheetah?
Nope, these two are two different Cheetahs. Yep.
So tell me about the first one here, the 399.
This is the original 72 399. I'm second owner on it.
This is a Survivor?
This is Survivor. I got
Holy
it.
cow! I thought it was a restoration.
It was given to me from the family that had it. They last ran it in 1984, and they ran into a stump right here with it
Okay.
and caved this in. So I did replace the bumper,
Okay.
and that's the only thing that I've done to it. But it did have a stuck motor in it,
Okay.
so I had to redo the top end in it. It was stuck pretty bad.
Just the rings were stuck then.
Just the rings were stuck. Yep.
Well, that's good.
So yeah, and this is an original second owner 399 Cheetah. So
Cool.
Yeah.
How about your other cheetah? What year is this?
this one's a 76 Cheetah 4000. So it's got the 440
Yeah.
Spirit in it. This one I fully restored about 3 years ago.
So the Spirit motor is the Suzuki then, correct?
It is, yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I like those better. No offense to the 72.
Yeah.
But I greatly prefer the Spirit motors.
Oh, this is so low maintenance, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a nice sled here. I fully restored. It's got a new hood, NOS belly pan, and an NOS seat cover,
Holy cow.
and NOS skis on it. So
You must have done a lot of work to find all those NOS parts.
I actually had to chase across the state to find most of it. So, that pan came from your neighborhood down there in southern Minnesota. So
Really?
I had to drive 3.5 hours to go get that. So
Wow. Wow.
yeah.
Well, these are great sleds. And look at, he brought some memorabilia with for the show.
Oh yeah.
And his wife was also wandering around in an Arctic Cat snowsuit too. Oh, there she is.
There she is.
How's that for memorabilia? They even got the matching Arctic snowsuits
right.
from the day.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So just keep a look for some of my cheetahs. I collect all of them 72 through 78. So
Cool.
So I have them all.
If I run across any mint cheetahs, you'll be the first to know.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool. Thanks, Rob.
Hey,
Appreciate
thank
you
you.
showing me this.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you.
So that's a wrap on the Horseshoe Lake Show. We had a great time that day. It was a great group to ride with. Great people. Todd, Tretton, Mike, Tim, Greg, of course, Ben, Butch, and many others rode in that group, and what a fun group they are. So I want to thank everybody that rode their sled into the show or put their sled in the show. It was awesome to see all those sleds, and a huge thanks to everybody that let me interview them. So if you want to help out the channel, there's a few ways. Number one, hit subscribe. Obviously, we're going to do more shows and more rides. And so if you like this, hitting subscribe and hitting the notifications is a great way to find out when the next video comes out. Another way is a super thanks. And if you give me a super thanks, well, it really helps promote the show. Giving a super thanks to me is, what's a good analogy? Like it is to the YouTube algorithm, like giving a dog a treat. It just makes the algorithm love my channel. So if you're so inclined, that's awesome. Another way to support the channel is on the Patreon. So if you're a patron on the Patreon, and their names are probably blocking up my face right now, and there's 2 screens worth. So the patrons support the channel over on Patreon with a small donation each month, which helps us with beer and pizza and parts and whatever else we need. And we really appreciate you guys. And in return, we give the patrons patron-only videos and posts and updates and things that just don't make it to YouTube. And of course, as I mentioned, their names are on the screen. So huge thanks to all the patrons. So with that said, pray for snow, and we'll see you on the trails.